Okay, so I want to do a little story about this guy I was in the army with. His name was Abdel, Alex Abdel Said, this Arab Egyptian guy. Now, he was 100% American, born in North Carolina, as American as any other kid, but he was Arab. Now, why any Arab would join the U.S. military post 9/11, I have no clue. But he was one of the few brave souls that did it. And even though the guy wasn't even Muslim, he was a Christian. There are Arab Christians, believe it or not. If you're an Arab in the U.S. Army, you're a fucking Muslim. It doesn't matter what you tell them, you're a Muslim. And the more you try to fight it, the worse it's going to get, and the more shit they're going to give you. So just deal with it. And of course, he never heard the end of the terrorist jokes, terrorist Arab Muslim jokes. Like Alan, the guy I just told you the story about. Alan's nickname for Abdel was the fucking terrorist. You know, you'd be like looking for him, go, hey dog, yo, where that fucking terrorist Saeed at, dog? All the 9/11 jokes. You're like, hey Abdel, why'd your family do 9/11? It's like, dude, I'm not a Muslim. How many times am I gonna tell you? I'm a fucking Christian. Not all Arabs are Muslims. Hey Abdel, why are you in Al Qaeda? Then he just throw up his hands. I fucking give up. Never mind. But yeah, and they called him Camel Fucker all the time. This is one of his nicknames. Be like, hey Abdel, hey, where's that Camel Fucker at? Hey Camel Fucker, get over here. It just never ended for him, and I would have kind of felt bad for him if he wasn't one of the most irritating human beings I've ever met. In about every way possible. I can't even really explain it. He was just so cocky and arrogant and just in your face all the time about everything. He never shut up. He's one of these people that can't stop talking for 10 seconds. But at the end of the day, you couldn't totally hate him because he was a half decent guy. He was actually not a shitbag. I think he was a pretty squared away soldier, unlike most of the people in my stories. And he had a lot of shit to back up his arrogance. I hate to have to admit it. He was tall. He was pretty good looking. He got a lot of hot girls. He had a certain level of charisma. He was funny as fuck, which is basically the only thing that kept us from beating the shit out of him every single day. If you're as annoying as Abdel, you better be funny. And he was. Unfortunately, I was his next door neighbor in the barracks for a good part of a year, and he was one of the first things I had to see every morning. God help me. And, like I said, he was arrogant and cocky, and he never hesitated to let you know it, especially me. And, like I said, he got hot girls, including his eventual wife, this sexy Canadian chick named Monica. And some of the girls I got, especially in the army, were nothing to brag about, okay? And after he saw me with one of them in the barracks, this girl Amber, he goes, hey Levy, these are the type of girls I get, showing me a picture of Monica, and these are the type of girls you get. Fuck you, Abdel. Fuck you. And he was his cockiness and arrogance also extended to NCOs and officers. He would say the type of shit to NCOs that other soldiers would be doing push-ups for. Like I've said in other stories, things I'd be doing push-ups for, of course. Like we had this NCO named Sergeant Claymore, who was one of the biggest shitbag NCOs. Sorriest excuse for an NCO that you're ever gonna meet. And no one really liked him or respected him. Everyone just thought he was a moron. Like, okay, when you're shooting artillery, the chain of command goes down, right? From top to bottom. When you're shooting rounds, the chief checks the gunner's data before you fire to make sure you don't shoot out and kill someone with a stray round. Make sure that round goes where it's supposed to go. Well, Claymore was so stupid that we had this guy, Berger, who was the gunner, and Berger had to check Claymore's data instead of the reverse. And Abdel had less respect for this guy than even the rest of us did. Like, he'd call him by his first name. He would like make fun of him to his face, because he was in Claymore's section, and Claymore would go, "Hey Abdel, can you do this, or can you get me that?" And he'd go, "Okay, Claymore, Sergeant Claymore." This is one time we're down at JRTC in Louisiana for training, and we're about to go to sleep in the barracks, and everyone starts randomly saying goodnight to each other. It's like, "Good night, Levy. Good night, Abdel. Good night, this person. Good night, that person." And then Abdel looks at Claymore and goes, "Good night, James." And Claymore just looked at him like an idiot and didn't even do anything. "James!" And we're all laughing like, wow. Oh, man. But I said before he was really annoying. And this extended right to the last time I ever saw his face. I was supposed to get out of the Army in January 2011. And this is the date I had in my head for close to 4 years. January 24th. And of course, I'm telling everybody I can see, everybody that'll listen, "Yeah, January 24th, bro. 77 more days till January 24th. I'm getting out, yeah." And then I go to final out process, and they find out in the computer some idiot in the Army made a mistake, and my date's really May 24th. So I had an extra 4 months to do. Well, Abdel was really getting out at the end of January, so we were both in the office doing our out processing at the same exact time. And I go out in the hallway, and I'm pissed, as you can imagine. I'm sitting on a bench stewing. He comes out. He knows exactly why I'm mad. That's apparent. And he goes, kind of waves his out processing paperwork in my face. He goes, "Hey, Levy, did you know I'm getting out? I'm really getting out now. Have a good life." Fuck you, Abdel. Once again. Wow. Well, this is the story of Abdel, the great Alex Abdel Said. What a guy. What a fucking guy.